Merry Christmas. That being said, let's move on to the topic of this video. We have the right to repair products as long as we are not advertising ourselves as a first-party service center. I'm basing this video on news from earlier this year that Immigration and Customs Enforcement has teamed up with Apple to try their best to disrupt the business of third-party service centers of Apple products. One of the agents from Immigration and Customs Enforcement was quoted as saying, "Unless they are getting it from an Apple-authorized manufacturer, they are most likely getting substandard parts which are counterfeit and illegal to possess." Let's talk a little bit more about what makes this statement by Agent O'Neill complete bullshit. If you have a white MacBook from 2006 to 2009, your screen is most likely an LP133 WX1 TLA1. LP is an LG part number. LG, not Apple. If you have a 2011 unibody MacBook Pro, the chip that controls charging circuitry inside the computer is made by Intersil. It's an ISL 6259 AHRTZ. This chip is made by a company called Intersil. I can buy this chip on Mouser or DigiKey. This is not an Apple part, not made by Apple. If I want to fix a MacBook Pro from 2012 that makes a clicking noise, and a user has decided to upgrade to a 1 terabyte of storage, I am going to buy the replacement part, which is a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM Hitachi drive from Hitachi, not Apple. In each of these cases, my business is with LG, Hitachi, or Intersil, not Apple, because Apple does not produce a large quantity of the parts that actually go into their products. Now, I'm not saying this as an insult, I'm saying it as a basic general truth. Now, what Apple will do is they will take this part that I buy from an LG broker for $58, and they will sell it for $150 to $250. Meaning that I obviously cannot provide a price of $150 to repair this laptop to my customer, because I would be paying a middleman fee. I don't want to pay a middleman fee, nor do I want to pass this on to my customer. But by having Immigration and Customs Enforcement run into small repair shops, raid them, and seize their shit, what they're doing is they're using the American government to protect their middleman fee. And that is what I see as bullshit. Because I want the right to go to an LG broker and buy 100 of these so that I can service these products in an affordable manner. The second is that this just so happens to coincide with Apple offering repairs in their own store to their customers. It used to be that if you needed a repair out of warranty, if you had $5 worth of accidental damage to your $600 device, you would go to an Apple store and they would politely tell you to fuck off. They would tell you you can buy a new device after trading in your old device for a fuck ton of money. Oh, and by the way, you're going to lose all your data. And you wonder why third-party repair shops all over the country are booming in business. Because the way you do business sucks. Nobody wants to deal with that kind of service. And now that they're deciding to actually do repairs in their own stores, funny how Immigration and Customs Enforcement decides to run around the US taking parts out of independent repair shops. It's a way for Apple to support a monopoly that they would like to have over repairing their own products. Now, trust me, I know that there are a lot of shitty parts out there. I'm very well aware of it. I had a parts supply company for several years, and I grew sick and tired of trying to justify why people should spend $1 or $2 or $3 more to get a good part than the shit-ass refurbished or crap copy LCDs that they were buying. And it became annoying. It became very annoying. It is particularly annoying when I would remove my own profit from the equation. I would say, just on principle, here is where I buy these from. This will cost you 50 cents more than what you buy right now, and it will be much better quality. I'm not even going to profit. Here, go to where I'm buying them from. And still, many of these repair shops would actually buy the crap just to save the 50 cents. And it's part of the reason that I decided to no longer have a public supply company, because if you don't care about having quality parts, why should I care for you? But I would very much support the right of these companies to sell garbage over the idea that third-party repair centers cannot exist. These are two extremes. Lots of people lying about having OEM shit on eBay that is garbage and on Amazon, trust me. I understand this is an extreme and this is bad. But the opposite extreme is not allowing anybody who is a third-party service center to service these products. That is simply wrong. Let's talk about it with the iPhone. There are many different layers of knockoff screen. There are originals directly from Apple. Let's say for an iPhone 4 or 4S, you're going to be paying over $70 for this shit. And this is a phone where it's like pulling teeth to get people to spend $65 to $80 to fix it because it's old. Now, you have a knockoff screen. You have the original Sharp or LG or Toshiba LCD, not refurbished. An original digitizer, but the little metal frame may be knockoff. That alone may save $50, and that allows me to provide a service to my customers with the exact same quality as the original for a much lower price. Now that's a compromise that I'm willing to make. Now where it gets to become a little ridiculous is when that $26 part to be reduced to 24 or 22 or 20 so that you can make profit selling thousands at a time uses a copy LCD or a piece of glass that breaks if you touch it the wrong way. That is wrong. But I would rather live in a world where these motherfuckers on Amazon or eBay make millions of dollars selling garbage than live in a world where the only person who is allowed to fix a product is the manufacturer. The third part of this, and this may be going a little far off into the deep end, is that I believe somewhere Apple is pissed off that we're beating them. We have the right to be better than Apple at providing a service. When Apple says that you need a new motherboard at $800, I smile putting a new video chip on that motherboard for less than a quarter of the price. Especially when Apple is putting the old G84 602A2 chip from NVIDIA on there, and we're putting a G84 603A2. You want to talk about inferior counterfeit products? How about not only am I getting the product from the original manufacturer, but I'm using a better chip than you are on your own goddamn product? What kind of company actually recalls a chip for being defective and then sells motherboards with that same chip on it for $800? Apple. Let's talk about the Unibody MacBook Pro from 2008 to 2009. This is a product that's so shittily made that it has two pieces of aluminum that are glued together at the bottom, and then has exhaust fans that blow boiling hot air onto that fucking glue so that the thing splits apart. What happens when you go to an Apple store? You need a new assembly. We were actually charging people $500 to $700 for this service, and we were still hundreds upon hundreds of dollars cheaper than Apple, just because Apple would tell people you need an entire top assembly. They would inflate the cost of the part by 2,000 to 4,000% because they had no interest in out-of-warranty repairs, and they would tell people to fuck off. When Apple told people to fuck off, we told them, we can help you. When Apple tells somebody that they have liquid damage in their board and there's nothing they can do to help them, I'm buying an Intersil ISL 6259 AHRTZ chip from Intersil, not counterfeit, and I'm replacing that chip at a reasonable price. You cannot drive all of your customers away and then say, wait, no, I don't like that you like them now, I want you back. It's like pissing off your girlfriend and cheating on her repeatedly and then deciding, no, I want her back, and just walking up to her new boyfriend and punching her in the face and then wondering why the woman doesn't come running back to you. It doesn't work that way. You actually have to build a relationship with your customers by providing a superior service, not by jealously using a broke government agency to bully the opponent into submission. That's not how this works. If you really want to stop me from repairing Apple products, don't shut me down. Shut down Newegg.com. Shut down ScreenCountry.com. Shut down Mouser.com. Shut down DigiKey.com, because the former two websites are where I buy over 50% of the components that I need to repair Apple products. And in terms of the Apple logo, yes, a lot of the times the parts that get used to repair Apple products by third-party repair shops do bear an Apple logo on them because the Apple was present on the original part. It's not us trying to say that we are Apple certified. It's simply me not wanting to take the 1 hour out of my day to remove the apple fruit and insert a lemon in its place, even though the lemon fruit is far more fitting considering the durability of these products.